lalong iinit ang aksyon mula dito sa Philippine Flying Team Center sa lungsod ng San Juan. Dahil ang parehong koponan nag-warm up na para sa laban nila for the championship. At nakikita niyo po ang mga players relaxed but getting ready. These two teams, 9-1 record sa elimination sa kaisa-isa nilang talo na galing sa kanilang pagkaharap ng eliminations. Welcome to game number 1 of the finals ng Reinforced Conference ng Premier Volleyball League. And this is it. The Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petro Gazz Angels, parehong 9-1, the best teams papasok at maglalaban, maghaharap sa ating finals. Live na live po tayo sa SNA. Mapapanood din po tayo sa premiervolleyballleague.com at sa #1 sports website sa buong Pilipinas, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL. Ako po, si Eric Tipan, kasama ko si Coach Ronnie Magsanok at ang ating panel at large is Ai Tinsay at kami po ang magsisimula ng usapan kung sino ang pinakamahusay na koponan dito sa Reinforced Conference. Ito ang PVL 2019.
Good afternoon, PVL fans. Ito na po ang pinaka-hinihintay niyong finals ng PVL Reinforced Conference 2019. At para sa koponan ng Petro Gazz Angels who swept the Banco Perla Spikers in a 3 straight set match last Saturday, talaga namang handang-handa na sila sungkitin ang korona ng Creamline Cool Smashers. Samantala ang Creamline syempre hindi magpapatalo dahil asa kanila ang titulo ng kampiyonato for the Open and Reinforced Conference Finals last year. Coach Ronnie and Eric, we saw how these two teams talagang dominated all throughout their powerful imports and locals. They meshed together to give us a very consistent gameplay. Talaga namang alam na natin na magaling sila kaya hindi na siya labanan ng galing pero labanan na siya ngayon ng puso. Sino talaga ang gustong manalo for this day 1?
Very deserving because both teams nga parehong standing at the very top, isang talo lang against each other pa. So you know na talagang walang ibang makakapasok sa finals kundi yung kung sino yung pinakamahusay. And coach, tingnan natin yung pinagdaanan ng parehong koponan. Semifinals coming into the finals.
Mula sa 6 na mga teams na nagsimula dito sa ating kompetisyon, tanging 2 teams sila mga nalabi. And in the Final 4, makikita natin itong 2 teams winalist yung kanilang mga parehong matchups. Ang Petro Gazz nanalo in 2 straight games laban sa Banco Perla Spikers, samantalang ang Cool Smashers ganun din yung ginawa laban sa Army Lady Troopers, kaya sila magtatakbo dito sa pang-ating 36 match ng ating Reinforced Conference. 2 best teams are left standing in a best-of-3 series.
Now for the viewers, na gustong makatweet, mag-send the messages, so paano ba?
Yes, mga kapamilya, dahil finals ngayon, tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports at gamitan ng hashtag na PVL 2019 for your comments and insights on the match. You may also check out our exclusive features on Instagram at ABS-CBN Sports. Make sure you keep up to date about all things on the Premier Volleyball League by following the country's #1 sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com, and also make sure to follow our official Facebook page. Malapit na mag 1 million likes at Premier Volleyball League.
Alright, we'll take a quick break. Pagbalik natin, pag-uusapan natin itong 2 finalists sa ating Reinforced Conference. Diyan lang po kayo.
Cool Smashers. And their challengers, our Petro Gazz Angels. We shall now have the official warm-up at the net.
Welcome back to the finals dito sa Pinoy Flying V Center. Nakikita nyo ang protocol ulit. Nasa kaliwa ang Cool Smashers, nasa kanan ng Angels. Game number 1 po tayo. Magandang hapon sa inyo. Eric Tipan kasama si Coach Ronnie Magsarok. And Coach, parehong koponan, especially ang Cool Smashers on a winning streak. Cool Smashers, 11 or may 9 straight wins. 11 po kung bilangin nyo yung semifinals and yung kanilang last game, napaka-dominante nila kontra sa Pacific Town Army Lady Troopers.
Pagkatapos matalo ng kanilang unang laro dito sa ating Reinforced Conference, sunod-sunod na panalo para dito sa team ng Cool Smashers at para tapusin yung serye sa semifinals kontra sa team ng Lady Troopers, mabilis nilang tinigpas yung hininga ng Lady Troopers. Although yung first match took 4 sets for them to win, sa kanilang paghaharap dito sa nakalipas na playdate natin, it was an overwhelming dominant performance para sa Cool Smashers. 25-12, 25-18, 25-13, giving up only a total of 43 points in one of the best one-sided performance na meron ang Cool Smashers laban sa sino mang humarap sa kanila dito sa ating Reinforced Conference.
And with us right now, makakasama natin mula sa Creamline Cool Smashers, Michelle Gumabaw. Michelle, magandang hapon and welcome to the panel. Welcome back actually.
Hey guys! Thank you for having me today.
You mentioned sa isang interview that one of the keys sa laro ninyo so far this Reinforced Conference is consistency. Paano nyo ba nakuha yung consistency? Paano nyo na-maintain up until your last semi-final game?
Consistent practice, of course, nanggagalingan sa coaches namin. If you want to play consistent, you have to practice consistent. And our practices, no matter what day, what time, are always hard. Consistently hard.
Kay Coach Tai.
Kay Coach Tai. And we appreciate it because you see the improvement in our game and you see how we've grown from the start of this league until now in the finals.
Multiple championships for the Lady Warriors, multiple championships for the Cool Smashers. What keeps Michelle Gumabaw hungry for more championships along her way?
I just really want to do what's best for the team. I want to give my 100% for the team. I love the team that I'm playing in now, and you know, it just inspires me to play hard and to train hard and to give my 100% all the way from our management, our team owners, to our staff and the teammates. You know, everything is just well-rounded in Creamline, and it just inspires you to play well.
Well, looking forward to see you out there on the court. Good luck sa game. Thank you very much for your time. Good luck. Well, everybody contributing for the Cool Smashers. It's not just Michelle Gumabaw. It's not just their imports. It's not just Eliza Valdez. So many stepping up, Coach, in important, crunch time situations.
Right.
Para sa...
Well, there's no doubt that Kutika Kaupin and Eliza Valdez are the backbone of the offense ng Cool Smashers. Diba tumo pa dyan, ito na makes si Ale Blanco na maaasahan din naman, and is also a double-digit scorer. But you cannot discount the fact that the support cast has to do well and has to be consistent at all times. And this is one thing na nagawang maayos ni Risa Sato at itong si Mitch Gumabaw doon sa serye kontra sa Army Lady Troopers. In their first match, they combined for 14 points. In their second and final win laban sa team ng Lady Troopers, they combined for a total of 17 points, and this was even better than the 7-point output itong kanilang second reinforcement na si Ale Blanco. More importantly, their presence has really been elevating dito sa mga huling mga panalo para sa Cool Smashers. These are proven winners, these are multiple title holders, and they will be keys once again if the Cool Smashers are going to be able to defend the Reinforced Conference title.
We will take another break. Pagbalik natin, pag-uusapan naman natin ang Petro Gazz Angels. Diyan lang po kayo. from game number 1 of the finals of the Reinforced Conference between Creamline and Petro Gazz. Let's take a look at the last game of Petro Gazz Angels. This team also on a tear, and just like their opponents in the finals, sila din madaling tinapos ang semifinals in 2 straight games kontra sa Banco Perla Spikers.
This is one of the first team rather to get into the semis by virtue of a 7-game winning run in the first round all the way to the first part of the second round. Eventually, they were able to meet itong team ng Banco Perla Spikers in the semifinal draw. Doon sa unang laban nila, umabot din ng 4 na sets. Halos 2 oras sinapot yon. Pero dito sa Game 2 ng serye, naging mahigpit lamang ito doon sa first set. Wherein pwedeng nanalo ang Banco Perlas pero hindi nangyari. And eventually, it turned out to be a 3-set sweep para sa Petro Gazz, dominating every statistical category. Scoring skills, kuha lahat nila ng scoring skills. Dominado pa rin itong team ng Petro Gazz Angels.
With us right now is Janissa Johnson of Petro Gazz Angels. Janissa, good afternoon. Welcome to the panel.
Hi.
In your last meeting against Creamline, you guys lost in 4 sets. You lost in the first set. What is going to be key for Petro Gazz to come out strong in the first set?
Well, sometimes we have the tendency, to lose focus in key parts of the matches. So we've been working hard, really staying focused, and no matter what the situation of the game is, to really stay mind strong, and eye on the prize. So yeah.
You won against them in the first round. They beat you in round number 2. Heading to the finals, what do you think will be your main advantage over the Cool Smashers?
That we know them by now. We played them. This is our second time playing them, and we know what they're going to do. And it's not like in the beginning where it was everything's new. So now that we know them, we prepared for them, and hopefully it pays off today.
Well, good luck in the game. We'll let you go. Thanks very much for your time. Janissa Johnson, terrific performance. One of 2 players in double digits along with Wilma Salas who had 23. Johnson had 13 in the game for Petro Gazz. And let's take a look at some of her contributions and highlights in that second semifinal game.
It was a triple-double performance for one of the best reinforcements dito sa ating import laden conference. Janissa Johnson is the second best hitter right now in the competition at 46%. She's also the second leading scorer heading to the semifinals, scoring about 19 points per match. Talking about itong si Janissa Johnson. Number 4 in digs, number 2 in receptions, and a large part as to why the Petro Gazz Angels, na kung saan last year hindi nakapasok sa isang finals face-off, dito unang pumasok pagdating sa semis at ngayon ay namumuro sa kanilang unang kampyonato sa ating Premier Volleyball League. But of course, what lies ahead is not going to be an easy task at hand para sa kanila. But they will need the best out of Janissa Johnson to be able to help out and combine with Wilma Salas to keep in step against the excellent imports likewise on the flip side para sa Cool Smashers ng Creamline.
So we're wrapping up ang ating pre-game. Kung gusto niyo pong makakonect sa amin on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, it's at ABS-CBN Sports. Huwag kalimutan ang hashtag PVL2019. And please like, share, and follow this league on Facebook. That's at Premier Volleyball League. And you can get all the updates, PVL and all sporting events at sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL. Ang ating pong DJ ngayon is si DJ Jams. Siya po ang magpapatugtog ng paborito niyong tunes. Madidinig niyo sa venue. At of course, live on the air. Set number 1 sa game number 1. Susunod na pagbalik lang natin dito sa SNA.
Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Yul Benosa, international referee. Second referee, Miss Joy De Imos, national referee. Let's call on our starters from our Creamline, Cool Smashers. Let's begin with our team captain, number 2, Alyssa Valdez. At number 5, Risa Sato. Wearing jersey number 7, Michelle Gumabao. At number 12, Julia Melissa Morado. Number 16 is foreign guest player from Thailand, Kotika Kaupin. And number 18, foreign guest player from Venezuela, Alisar Blanco. Libero, number 11, Kyla Atienza. Head coach, Mr. Anusorn Tai Bundi. Calling on our Petro Gazz Angels. Team captain is foreign guest player number 10, Janisa Johnson from the USA. At number 9, foreign guest player from Cuba, Wilma Salas. Wearing jersey number 1, Cherry Rose Nunag. Number 2, Janelle Welch Cheng. At number 4, Stephanie Mercado. And number 6, Janet Panaga. Ibero, number 18, Cien Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Arnold Lanyo.
Take a look at the starting lineup and both teams putting their best foot forward. Ika nga, yan ang anim na ipinasok ni Coach Tai Bundit. Samantala, first-year head coach Arnold Lanyog para sa Petro Gazz Angels. Napakaganda so far ng kanilang ginagawa in this reinforced conference, Coach Ronnie.
And that's why they were really delighted to be the first team to make it to the finals, or rather to the semis, and eventually found their way here in the finals. 2 excellent reinforcements and then mixing it with local flavor was delivered in the nick of time. Talking about Paning Mercado, kahit limited minutes pag ginamit mo, nagde-deliver. But you also have to give mention to the fact that Cherry Nunag and Pangs Panaga have been mixing it so well. Kasama itong si Janisa Johnson, of course, si Wilma Salas.
To begin the match with
But
the
Paning
serve
Mercado, nabanggit mo, Coach, she didn't,
Angels,
or
number
she
6,
was not part of the starting
Panaga.
lineup nung nagsimula ang season. She's been in and out of the starting lineup. Pero in the last game sa semifinals and today, she is part of the starters. So let's see kung anong tweak itong tweak na ito, kung ano magagawa for Petro Gazz.
Very interesting to note that ang Petro Gazz is the top hitting team and the best receiving team as well. But in that last sequence, good reception para dito sa Cool Smashers. The first point coming from Ale Blanco. But the first point will also be given by the Cool Smashers para dito sa team ng Petro Gazz by that service error coming from Alyssa Valdez.
Janelle Cheng serving.
And little misdirection mula kay Kotika Kaupin, and she goes down the line for the second point.
37% hitting team, talking about the Cool Smashers. 11 straight wins after dropping their first game to Petro Gazz in 4 sets. But that was a match that saw itong si Alyssa Valdez exit the game because of a sprained ankle. Sa kanilang second round encounter na inabot lamang ng 80 minutes. It was the turn of the Cool Smashers to be able to win that match. Rather, 3-set sweep para sa Petro Gazz sa una nilang paghaharap. Pagkatapos, 4-set win naman para sa Cool Smashers in their second round encounter.
There's a dip by Michelle Gumabao. Janisa Johnson, that's outside.
Ball is out. 3-2.
Janisa Johnson para sa Petro Gazz. Sa kanilang pangalawang paghaharap, Johnson scored 22 points. In their first meeting, Johnson had 16. 19 points per game. Laban sa Cool Smashers, they need to defend itong si Janisa Johnson consistently at laging keep an eye. Keep at least 2 blockers laban kay Janisa Johnson.
Well, there were 2 blockers right there, but to no avail as Johnson scores.
we have to also highlight the fact that these are two of the best playmakers in the competition. Of course, Gia Morado and Janelle Cheng in a marquee battle.
Here's Morado, one-handed tip. Sato, naibalik ang bola. Sato will try again, and this time scores 4-3. Bull Smashers.
Sato is averaging 8.5 points in the last 2 matches. All that happened in the semifinals for the season. Sato, 36, 5, and 4 for a total of 45 points. 4.5 points per game. Suddenly, almost doubling her scoring average pagdating sa semifinals.
Left-handed. Panaga! Yes! Ginawa na lang ng paraan yun dahil hindi din maganda yung first ball na nakarating kay Janelle Cheng.
What Risa Sato is for the Cool Smashers, that is also Cherry Nunat and even itong si Pangs Panaga para naman sa Petro Gazz. So this is the kind of local roster na meron din yung dalawang teams. Cargado, extremely solid, and star-studded as well.
Eliza Valdez does what she does best. With cross-court for the point, puntahan natin si IE Tinsa.
Eric and Coach Ronnie para sa Power Spiker and team captain ng Petro Gazz Angels sa si Janisa Johnson. The last time that they went up against the Creamline Cool Smashers, they actually saw the possibility of losing. Pero iba raw ang feeling kung talagang matalo sila. When they went back to the locker room, they were all quiet, reflecting on what happened, on what they did right and what they did wrong. Sabi ni Jay, it was a good wake-up call for them. Sabi niya na kinabukasan, nag-change sila ng mindset and talaga namang nanalo pa sila by a sweep. Sabi niya, when it comes to a game, you should be not empty-handed of skills but empty of expectations because the more pressure you let in, the more you're going to feel limited and anxious. Ang kanyang paboritong linya, and I quote, I just play. No matter what happens, I just play. Kaya naman sa ngayon, masaya siya na maganda ang connection ng Angels in and outside of the court, enjoying each other's company and loving the one true sport they all have. This connection that they have, hopefully makita natin sa set 1. Back to you, Eric and Coach Ronnie.
Maraming salamat, IE. It's what they say in sports, Coach Ronnie, especially if you're such a good team on a winning streak. Sometimes yung loss na yun, that's what, yun nga, wake-up call. That's what gets you thinking na may kulang pa. And para, makatulak tayo sa finals, we have to do better.
Sometimes it's better to lose early than lose in the latter part of the competition. Pero sa ngayon, umabot na sa ating unang technical timeout. Lamang ng 3 ang Petro Gazz Angels.
Ang Petro Gazz Angels fans obviously happy with the situation na kanilang koponan, up by 3 here, but alam naman natin between these two teams talagang mahirap mag-celebrate ng maaga dahil nabanggit nga natin kanina, these are the 2 best teams at the end of the eliminations. Itong reinforced conference, 9 wins, only 1 loss, and yun ang kanilang kaisa-isang talo nanggaling din sa isa't isa, ika nga. Cool Smashers fans naman nanonood. Si Stix Horton, but
what a comeback win.
Oh yeah.
Para sa Bangko Perla Spikers. By 4 p.m. we thought it was going to be a 3-set sweep para sa Army Lady Troopers. And that match extended past 5 p.m. and eventually the Perla Spikers won 3 straight sets.
Good receiving para sa Petro Gazz Angels, pero na overset ni Janelle Cheng yun. Here's Eliza Valdez going up.
Oh,
he had the right idea.
pero alam mo, kasamang Eric, I thought at yung transition play, patay na sana yung bola coming from Ale Blanco. Instead, kinailangan pa makarating kay Eliza Valdez who attempted an off-speed, a soft shot na hindi na nakatawid. And the 4-point lead down to 3 after that service error coming from Janisa Johnson. Janisa Johnson, of course, 4th overall in scoring at 183 points in 10 matches. Ilan pa yung binomba niyan sa semifinals. So over 200 points na ang kontribusyon ni Janisa Johnson para sa Petro Gazz.
Good receive. solid single lane
turn
block.
back by
Valdez against Panaga.
7-9.
Liza Valdez had 4 blocks in 10 matches. And they need every bit of net defense against the top hitting team.
Service. Morado.
Sabi nga natin kanina, ang Petro Gazz, the only team averaging over 40% sa kanilang spikes at 41%.
And good to see Eliza Valdez, 100%. Let's remember, in that first game, kontra sa Petro Gazz, she landed awkwardly, coach, at kailangan niya magpatulong, buhatin palabas ng playing court. And we thought, you know, because of the way she went out, baka malala. Pero good thing, it was
Recover agad.
siya. It was nothing more than maybe a sprain.
8-9.
Ito, ang Cool Smashers trying to come back.
Kumangon na. Oo. This will be 3 straight points for the white shirts of Coach Ty Bundit. Liza Valdez had 5 points in that first round loss. A shortened stint para sa ating phenom na tinatawag. And then, 16-point match for Eliza in that 4-set win in the second round. Laban sa Angels.
Let's remember, that first loss ng Creamline, they still had their Chinese coach Li Huaning. And then, balik lang si Coach Tai Bundit in the second game when they started, you know, to turn things around and begin that 9-game winning streak in the elimination.
Ang alam ko, for a while, Ed Ortega took over this roster until such time na nakabalik na si Coach Tai Bundit. Pero Jay Morado has had a stellar confidence so far for the Cool Smashers.
Eliza Valdez, team captain.
Ale Blanco delivers. Ale Blanco only 7 points in their last win, but today coming out firing on all cylinders.
Nunag is blocked pero it goes outside. So puntos na naman para sa Petro Gazz Angels and they keep coming up with spectacular plays para ma-preserve itong kanilang munting 2-point lead.
At pag sinabi mong spectacular plays, ang piloto niyan ay walang iba kundi si Janelle Cheng.
Serving for Petro Gazz.
Cheng has been really great so far para sa Petro Gazz Angels. Ale Blanco, very active here in set number 1 for Creamline.
11.
At least 3 of the first 10 points for the Cool Smashers coming from Ale Blanco. Perfect timing, beating the double block, using her full height and extension to get that ball down before the blockers were there to reject her.
And that's not usually the case for Ale Blanco, Coach Ronnie. She usually comes in and starts mag-init mga second set.
Kasi yung touches nakikuti ka.
Exactly.
Nakidaw.
But right now, a little change in the game plan para kay Coach Tai Bundit and it's paying off. There's Kutika Kaupin contributing.
Off the block.
Sabi nga ni Janisa Johnson kanina while we were doing our pregame, they know the Cool Smashers really well. Well, I guess that goes tit for tat. Dahil ganun din marahil ang pakiramdam ng Creamline. Wala ka nang itatago. The element of surprise is no longer there. So, patiningan na lang ng kagalingan talaga. Patibayan ng dibdib.
We haven't seen Wilma Salas so far. That falls on the line for Panay Mercado. She contributes and again gives Petro Gazz a 1-point lead.
Panay Mercado, 5 points in Game 2 of that semifinal meeting laban sa Banco Perla Spikers. And then Mercado, 4-point match. For total of 9 points in the semis laban sa Perla Spikers.
Wilma Salas serving. Kutika Kaupin. Salas unable to dig it.
Kaupin off the hand of Salas.
Creamline ties the game at 12.
Kutika is explosive. Much force in that last hit. Kutika 12 of 25 versus the Army Lady Troopers sa kanilang Game 2 sa kanilang semifinal series.
Ito, may tweet tayo. Gandang laban. Ito, nakaka-excite panoorin. Nakakakaba. Go Creamline Cool Smashers. Go for the win. Hashtag PBL 2019.
Ilan kayang suntok sa hangin na makikita natin dito kay Coach Ty? Sobrang tindi ng match na to, sigurado.
13
Go, go! Creamline Cool Smashers, Idol Valdez and Kaupin.
At si Chris Mel, sabi niya at ABS-CBN Sports, Go Petro Gazz. Salas, ipakita naman yung bagsik mo. Hashtag PBL 2019.
Tahimik pa nga, ano?
Actually, tahimik sa Salas ngayon.
Labanan ng middles agad-agad. Oh, Creamline. Okay ba yan, Rick?
Ganun po yung tono. Agad-agad. Agad-agad.
Parang si Mickey lang.
Si V, let's go Creamline. Praying for a good and safe game for all. Supporting Cool Smashers all the way from Singapore. Hashtag PBL 2019. Marami tayong nararating. As far as the Middle East and Europe, marami tayong viewers on sports.abs-cbn.com.
Saka maski alanganing oras, manunood sila sa Middle East. Alam ko, +5 hours ang time difference.
So gabi na. There's a block by Panaga, but dead
Net
violation na tawag, sabi ni
Fouled on
Panaga, wala daw.
Very
14, 13.
little long rally ang nakikita natin.
Oo.
Wala tayong nakikita rather na long rallies.
Atayan agad eh, then may sumalit na.
Agad. Oo.
Pito yun, ni
On
second
next
referee Joy
player,
Dimos.
South End.
So,
Serving for Creamline.
Creamline takes the lead away. 14-13. Pool Smashers. Cheng. Oh, nice
Johnson
play.
on the
Janessa Johnson
combination.
coming from behind
Tied at
Panaga.
14.
That's why napaka-importante na yung mga playmakers
Substitution.
oblivious dun sa nangyayaring pressure back moments because ano man ang mangyari,
4 out 5.
pag nabuhay yung bola sa depensa, sa kanila ang punta and they have to make the right decision sa kanilang ball distribution and then execute the perfect timing sa kanilang mga steal sets or even running sets for that matter.
Chi Saed. Ang second setter. Petro Gazz coming in along with Kai Balwalwa. There's a cross court that goes in. Lamang na naman
15,
ang Creamline.
14.
Eliza Valdez was 33%, 8 of 24 in that final win versus the Lady Troopers in the semis. Total of 120 points in 10 matches and into the final
Lisa
4, 12
Sato.
points per game
Serving for Creamline.
for the multiple MVP winner in the V-League and even here in the PBL.
A push by Balwalwa. Morado to that connection with Valdez. And Valdez
Off the
back-to-back points for her. Pinakamalaking kalamangan na ito ng Creamline at 2 points. 16-14 kontra sa Petro Gazz. Set number 1. Eliza Valdez, 1 cross court, 1 down the line. Back-to-back points para sa kanya. And ito ay nagbigay sa Pool Smashers ng 2-point lead here in set number 1. Nanonood po kayo ng game number 1 ng finals. The 2 best teams in the Reinforced Conference tumulak patungo sa laban for the championship. 9-1 at yung record pareho ay patas na patas, coach, ano?
They were 4 wins better dun sa third place team. So there was little doubt na sila yung maghaharap talaga dahil sa haba ng mga winning streaks na kinuha nila.
Balwalwa off the block. Morado, what a set! Gia Morado, but ala ng mga fans, buhay pa bola. But Yul Pinoza, our first referee, sabi na matay na. Di rin makapaniwala si Coach Arnold Lanyog ng Petro Gazz. Panoorin natin, what a set by Morado.
Look at the fake by Morado. It seemed that as if she was going to push that ball across.
Sato.
And then, that's not just a misdirection, that's a master of a decoy.
Saka yung
From Gia Morado.
pag-twist niya ng katawan niya, coach, as you see a dive there, a save by Sato. Oh, great sequence. Both offense and defense para sa parehong koponan. Here's a free ball para sa Petro Gazz. Saed, down the middle. Johnson, mababa ang palo. It's going to be a Creamline point.
Merong back pedal, dalawang right cross, isang right straight coming from
Timeout.
down 8-5 first technical timeout. Now up by 4 as we reach the second technical
And
timeout.
you're seeing the save by Sato Abanco. Save of the day. Pero yung putos pagkatapos ng rally mapupunta sa Creamline. Pakinggan natin itong timeout ng Petro Gazz.
Kaya kailangan natin yung first attack, free ball, short ball, free ball. I-basic mo na lang. Kaya tumamba ka na malayo, tapos see. Or pwede may combination to, tapos one-on-one mo sila. One-on-one. Okay, we need 1 point. Come on.
May mga dalawang play na ipinoint out doon si Coach Arnold Lanyog.
Kailangan kasi nilang malusutan yung blocking dito ng Pool Smashers. Well done, an excellent job. Limiting the points of attack ng top hitting team. Right now, mamaya sa bilangan natin sa dulo ng unang set, makikita natin yung dami ng kill blocks, dami ng shots that they have changed as well. Hindi natin makikita, hindi magre-reflect sa ating stat count, pero makikita mo, ramdam mo rito. A very poor reception for the top receiving team.
Panaga.
and it will cost them.
Substitution.
8-5 was the score earlier
Petro Gazz.
kasamang Eric,
5 out.
reaching the first
4,
technical timeout.
Mercado,
Since that
in.
time,
8
14
out.
points
2,
kinuha
check, in.
ng Cool Smashers at tanging 6 na puntos lamang para dito sa Petro Gazz.
Gazz, ano?
So yan yung counter run, 14-6 after being behind by 3 earlier at 8-5.
Kaya nga nag-switch na ng setters ulit. Si Coach Lanyog, binalik si Janelle Cheng and Panay Mercado also back in the game. What a block!
Valdez, denied
This
by
time
Panaga.
bumawi naman kasi kanina na-block si
15,
Panaga ni Valdez
19.
and ginawian din ni Banks Panaga. Take a look.
Yung full force ng blocking ng Petro Gazz, lumabas yung pangil yan dun sa serye laban sa Lady Troopers. Rather sa Perla Spikers. Or incidentally, the top blocking team with the sidelining of Yasmin Saldirim. Ginamit nila para sa kanila pumabor
20,
yung blocking department in that series.
Ale Blanco, again, very active here today.
Once again, Morado connecting with Blanco. At least 5 points for Ale
Ring
Blanco,
for
who
the
built
Cool
around
Smashers.
4 spike points or 4 kills and 1 kill block. At least, ha?
Oo. Yan a reception mula kay Johnson. Here's Salas. Morado, back to Valdez. That Ateneo connection.
Wow.
And Valdez
Valdez off the hand of
drills
Johnson.
it.
21, 15.
Eliza Valdez, one of only 2 locals in the top 10 in scoring. Eliza Valdez, 6th best hitter, a 36% hitter
Petro
at her
Gazz
best.
Angels.
Timeout ng Petro Gazz. Pakinggan natin si Coach Arnold Lanyog.
Okay, sige Pangs, doon ka pa rin. One-on-one kayo ni Eliza. Magkabag, first attack. Oo, sige, pag-triple sa kami. Pag-triple na first attack, okay.
Malubos na ang mga timeout ni Coach Arnold Lanyog. Let's see if this final one na ginamit niya will turn things around. It's the biggest lead of Valdez. And the Cool Smashers at 6 points, 21 serving 15, set number 1
Set number 1.
of game number 1. Ang ating finals dito sa Reinforced Conference. Janelle Cheng goes to Salas. Salas has been uncharacteristically quiet. That soft touch nagbunga.
She has to be able to make the adjustment and read likewise the defense of the Cool Smashers. That has been on point after that counter rally na ginawa ng Cool Smashers kanina. This time that's a hang time move and a drop shot coming from Sala. So hindi strong hit ang pinakawalan niya. This was the main weapon used by Panaga in that series versus the Banco Perla Spikers. And she was key why they were able to sweep that series. Of course, among the top servers, wala dun sa top 10 si Panaga, but she was so efficient in the Final 4 versus the Banco Perla Spikers.
So back-to-back aces against one of the best
18,
liberos
21.
ever in Melissa Gohing. So that says a lot about the serve of Banks Panaga. Nag-timeout dito si Coach Taibun din. Puntahan naman natin ang Cool Smashers.
Litti mà. Litti theo. Ngày nào anh cô Hinh hả? Ám té chỗ đó còn confident. ไม่เป็นไรไม่เป็นไรพูดอะไรดีล่ะโยกูด
Okay, no. 25, 4 more points. Tara, push.
ทีมเลย
Get one. Now, coach, cover tayo.
Banks Panaga had 4 service aces in game out of the series in the semis. 6 service aces in the final match against the Perla Spikers. She has averaged 5 aces in the last 2 matches para dito sa Petro Gazz Angels.
Former Lady Archers magkakasama. Joy Baron and company.
Ring for Petro Gazz.
There's Ale Blanco. From the back row, it's Genesis Johnson. Morado to Blanco. And Blanco again working hard, pero that time around, medyo malayo yung palo. It's outside.
19,
So patuloy. It's a 3-point run already, Coach Ronnie, para dito sa Petro Gazz Angels. From down 21-16, 21-19 na po tayo.
Panaga.
Better reception that time mula kay Gohing. A push by Valdez. Johnson hit the tape of the net. Gohing, hinatid kay Galanza, who's in the game for the first time. Gohing, oops, that's too close to the net. And
Salas on the regalo.
at winalis ni Salas from the air ang bola. Now it's just a 1-point game.
An overball coming from one of the best defensive aces. At katulad ng sabi mo, kasamang Eric, 1-point game because of this 4-point run for the red shirts of Petro Gazz.
Second timeout ng Cool Smashers. Pakinggan natin.
ไม่เชียร์ดูอ่ะไม่เป็นไรไม่เป็นไรไม่เป็นไรวันพอยไว้ที่ตูแพนวินทนเอาแพนวิน
Okay, we need 1 point. We need 1 point. Go. Longer sa kabila yung center. Okay, Salas is here.
ทีมไล่
That's Desiree Cheng. Katatapos lang ang season niya with the Lady Spikers, De La Salle Lady Spikers at that.
I think KKD is also there.
Yeah, along with
1
Majel
point
Baron.
to Petro Gazz to tie this set.
Chuck Cruz, I saw Chuck Cruz over
Even
there.
Mitch Morente.
So many former UAAP stars in attendance, and ito yung hinahanap ni Eliza
Blanco
Valdez
with a
na
drop
1 point
ball.
lang. They score and make it a 2-point
20.
game.
That is what the timeout was for. To be able to stop the momentum of Petro Gazz and score
Substitution.
and build another 2-point cushion.
15 out.
Blanco 9 points in their first
in.
round loss, 7 points in their second round win. 16-point output,
Captain
2
Eliza
matches
Valdez.
laban sa Petro Gazz.
Yes,
Ito
sir.
si Ale Blanco, 8 points per match.
Michelle Gumabao is back in the game. 22-20. Game number 1, set 1. There
Nunag
is
on the
Jerry
sweet
Nunag.
21.
Nunag was the
22.
best player para sa Petro Gazz in that game 1 sa best of 3 series laban sa Perla Spikers. And I think that was one of the best performance of Jerry Nunag, scoring 12 points, helping out the Angels secure that first win laban sa Perla Spikers.
Nunag sets it up. Mercado cross court.
Difficult angle.
Malayo, oo.
Too wide by
And
Mercado.
she was maybe about 4 or 5 feet
23 to 21.
from the sideline. Ganong kalayo din yung punesto, yung tensik ng bola, kaya nahirapan din si Paneng to really put that ball in. So back to a 2-point lead here para sa Cool Smashers. Both teams wala na pong timeout.
Easy for Creamline.
What a serve.
Salas. Another tip. Free ball para sa Petro Gazz. Mercado. Off the block, yes.
Off the block.
Nunag with the misdirection, setting up Paneng
22 to
Mercado.
23.
Also a former UAAP champion. Paneng Mercado so far in this competition, 12 points scored for Paneng Mercado. Heading to the semis, ha?
Player, Will
And
Masalas.
sabi nga natin, 9 points
Easy for Petro
in
Gazz.
2 wins for Petro Gazz laban sa Bangko Perlas.
Gumabaw. Cheng sets it up. Johnson. Johnson ties the game at
Off the
23.
block. Johnson.
Oh, what a first set.
Tied at 23.
Talk about defense turning into offense. And Cheng faking as if she was going to Cherry Nunag. And Johnson says you cannot overlook one of the top hitters in the competition.
Salas.
Of course, itong si Janissa Johnson, number 4 overall sa ating leading scorers. What an ace.
That's the 4th
Petro
point
Gazz,
para kay Wilma
set
Salas.
point
But more
at
importantly, that puts Petro Gazz at set point 24-23.
A total of 14 service aces heading to the final 4 for Wilma Salas.
Service. Salas.
Hinahanap natin siya ngayon. She will be in the back row after this serve. Kaya lang, first line of offense, umi-score na siya.
Oh. Kutika Kaupin. Salas with a dig. Johnson going up. Off speed. Kutika again. Cheng with a save. This time Salas pushing from the back row. What a save by Morado. Kaupin blocked, but it goes outside.
On the hit out.
Cool Smashers, they tie the game.
Tied at 24.
It was a very big rally coming from the Petro Gazz Angels. Sila pa yung nakaunang set point, but now this set will be extended.
Substitution.
As Kylie Negrito
12
comes
out.
in for Gia Morado.
Negrito.
Would be the sign of things to come here in the title series. But remember, whoever
Shell
wins game 1,
Gumabon.
yung ating
As a
game
serve.
2 at game number 3 ay magiging magkasunod. Sa Sabado at sa Linggo, magkakaalaman. kung hahaba ba itong series o magtatapos sa dalawang laban.
Johnson, binalik ng Petro Gazz to set point 25-24.
Creamline.
Double block is there in front of Janisa Johnson. Pero alam mo, na-delay si Risa Sato dahil may misdirection si Cherry Nunag. And Johnson still attack Risa Sato, scoring off the block and giving her team another set point.
Jovi Prado in the game for the first time.
A finals MVP in the NCAA for Arellano Lady Chiefs.
This will be an easy over para sa Creamline. Petro Gazz, what will they do? Johnson, down the line. It's in!
Johnson ends the set for Petro Gazz.
Janisa Johnson gives Petro Gazz a come from behind win in set number 1.
This time is the turn of Punks Panaga for that decoy play, scoring against Mitch Gumabaw and lifting Petro Gazz to a 1-set lead against the Cool Smashers.
Pamilya sports fans worldwide, this is Eliza Valdez. Thank you for watching the set 1 of today's PVL game. Para mapanood ng live ang mga susunod na exciting PVL sets, just go to iWant.ph or sports.abs-CBN.com. Hello to our